guy. Like,
what the fuck is this thing doing? Hello? Get up. Yo, Spaz, let Yugi up.
oh, yeah, Yugi's in this right, yeah. The fuck?
It's windy as fuck outside.
Can you fix your mic?
It's windy.
Oh, okay, you're good now. Alright. Alright, so I guess you just go.
Just go. Maybe I'll get inside first so the wind stops or something.
Alright.
So you want to go for the dock and address it or something one by one?
We can do whatever. But let's go ahead and I'll start with this. I will say that
Bro,
for every
do I have a capital mic or something? How do I raise the volume? Shit.
you gotta scroll up like on the bottom of your screen and press press the three dots and go to voice settings. You should be able to do it there.
Press
the three dots in the upper hand corner, you should be able to change it there. But I'll just go ahead and address the shit.
that's as much as it's going. Okay. So you just want me to go through them one by one? Okay.
Yeah,
What do we have six people on stage? What the fuck?
Wait, I want to say something real quick first though. I will say that I was like in the wrong for bringing your family into this. I will admit that it was a heat of the moment thing. There's no really excuse for it. I'm not sorry for doxing you per se, but I am sorry for bringing your family into it. So with that said, we can get into this shit.
If that is, I mean,
or where you said, but okay.
His mic broken as hell.
All right. Where should I send this up? The general?
You want to send it back, or do you want me to like this?
Okay.
That's kind of how I think.
We can start with the doc if you want to look in general. Or wait, where should I send this at? Skins? Like, I don't know.
Yo, Spaz, are you able to like make a text channel?
What is it?
Can you make a text channel? Like, go to the main and just put like add channel and just put like trial scans or some shit.
Yeah,
that way it doesn't get lost in chat.
Just so like
Alright.
somebody, type.
Let me just pull up a Google Doc on my phone.
Yeah, I made it.
All right, thank you. So, if y'all look
Let
at
me just cut these braces. No, these fucking retainers too, so I can speak better. Who sent it to me? Fucking bro. Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, so with the fucking family thing out of the way, we can get into this shit. If you want to look at the doc, I think the first screenshots are one of the most damning. Haram, you're going on 19. You're in college. You're a grown man at this point. And you are encouraging Marcy, to who you believe to have been in an abusive relationship up to this point, encouraging her to stay in it so you could stay in contact with Lex.
Wait, I wasn't listening. I'm listening now. Okay, so just get me up to speed. What do you address first?
Yeah, I'm just making sure like the audience is like all aware of the screenshots and everything. You can talk afterwards. Yeah. Could you mute the background? Or someone mute this guy.
Wait, yeah. I was like, hold on, I'll.
Okay. So, if everyone look at the doc, the first screenshot, this is Haram asking Marcy, who's 15, to stay in what he thought was an abusive relationship so he could stay in contact with another minor. It's Lex. They're both in VC here. Lex is 16, Marcy is 15. Haram is 18, going on 19 in school, in college. I think these are one of the more damning screenshots. I'm pretty sure this is indefensible. Second screenshot, he's admitting that he's in love with Lex and this incredibly weird parasocial relationship after Lex made it clear that she has no feelings towards him, anything like that. Again, Lex is 16. Third screenshot is the same as the second. Also, him admitting that he consciously thought that he was dating a minor. Fourth screenshot is further to that. Fifth screenshot here is him being weirdly intimate with Marcy. I don't know why he. I don't even know how he would come to explain this shit or how you like use this language with a fucking kid. Sixth screenshot being more of a loser, him being parasocial towards Lex. We also have screenshots from Seb, who apparently dated Lex a while back, and he used Seb to get in contact with his ex, that being Lex. This was he said this is like he dated Lex a while back. So just being generous to Haram here, this should be by like a few months, and that's just since he dated Seb. So prior to that, I'm sure Lex can probably clear it up. It's been like a number of months since what do you call it? Haram disengaged with Lex and was continuously trying to contact her. So for any argument that Lex is almost 17 or whatever the fuck, doesn't really matter because he's been preying on her since far before that. And I didn't have this in the doc, but if you look here, it's just an entire fucking a myriad of texts of him harassing her over iMessages. This is really odd. So Haram, like, how do you want to address this? And I do want to make it clear here. You're on the adult in this situation, so under pretty much any context, you're going to be the one that's expected to, make the morally correct decision, which you just seem to be able to do. Seem to be unable to do. Sorry. So, like, what's going to be the explanation? It's your time to speak, pedophile. Did you not hear anything I said?
No,
Are you that in shock?
I'm just for the first thing. What are you talking about?
We're
first thing,
talking. Okay.
we're talking about what?
We're talking about the first screenshot, Haram. Like, stay on topic. Come on. The first screenshot, Haram. I want you to explain to me why you were encouraging a 15-year-old to stay in what you thought to be an abusive relationship.
Manji, don't you have like a job? Don't you have something better to do?
I work for myself. I'm a
You
caterer.
work for yourself?
I'm a caterer, yeah. It's not that hard to understand. But Haram, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, TLDR. I was obsessed with Lex. Wanted Lex to be happy. So I had an impulse to tell Marcy to stay with Lex because wanted Lex to be happy. So I did that. Then like 10 seconds later, I was like, nah, never mind. That was stupid. Don't do that. I have the DMs for proof. So that's that.
And just because you believe that makes it better?
No.
Okay, because what you sound like you were trying to justify the action. So to be clear, you're not trying to justify the action. You're taking full guilt, right?
Yeah, full guilt.
Okay, cool. So that's first screenshot. Is establish you're just a fucking weirdo. Okay, cool. We can move on to the second one then. Fuck it. Oh, and just for everyone in the audience, wait, but before you speak, fucking pedophile, just for everyone in the audience, if you want to make any, arguments like, oh, he's 18, 16, that's not that big of an age gap. I want you to, think rationally for a second. for like everyone under the age of 18, has there never been a moment where you've like made a decision influenced by your desire to like make adult decisions, or you snuck out to a party, you did anything you weren't supposed to do, like because it's like under the what do you call it, the legal age limit? And if you're over the age of 18 or just turning 18 or whatever the fuck, have you not felt some level of how do I put this? Have you not felt some level of like freedom or like some type of high, some type of nirvana from, you know, becoming 18 and gaining like a lot more freedoms in the law and shit? I think it's more than just the externalness of the internals of like puberty and all that. External factors play a very big role in these types of things, and I just want everyone to be aware of that. But yeah, go ahead, pedophile.
Okay. For the second thing, yeah, that happened. That happened. Yeah. I mean, that just happened. Nothing more
Okay.
than that. I mean, you said something about, like, I don't know, being pressured or feeling some level of freedom. Cool, I guess. I didn't pressure anyone. I think 18, 16 is fine.
No.
But,
Okay.
you know,
Okay, so wait, hold on. I want to make it clear. You just said you believe 18 and 16 is fine. However, you're also did you also not just like 5 minutes prior just say that you're claiming that this thing is weird and you're taking full responsibility? I don't think those two things are compatible. Secondly,
where
yes.
did I say that was weird?
Wait, no.
I was talking about the
No,
abusive
I'm not
relationship
done
thing.
talking.
That's unrelated.
I'm not done.
You
Secondly,
stopped speaking?
I'm not done speaking. Secondly, Haram, let's just grant that you didn't consciously try and what do you call it? Let's just grant that you were constantly trying to manipulate Marcy or Lex or anything here. To say that you are taking some level of advantage over that, like via the fact that you came over the explanation of Marcy saying in an abusive relationship, the fact that you even like have the mental processes to even say something like that, like type it out and then send it. I just don't believe you. And I don't think anyone in the audience will believe you either.
Believe me on what part? I didn't pressure anyone?
Yeah, yes, Haram. That's what I said. I don't believe that you. I don't think that you think anyone in this audience is dumb enough to believe that you are just like not consciously pressuring this person to do something.
I didn't pressure anyone into doing anything.
Okay, dumbass. Don't repeat yourself. I want you to address what I just said.
So,
I just said I just brought forth the shit where you're consciously doing something to force someone to do something.
I was about to address what you said, but okay.
Pardon?
I don't know why you're being so spastic. I was about to address what you just said.
Because I don't like pedophiles. That's why. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, you can check messages. We have the DMs. There's no proof or evidence of me ever pressuring anyone. You can ask for their anecdotes or something. I never pressured anyone, right? I mean, literally, when I thought that I was too obsessed, what I did was I actively took steps to step away from this. So I don't think that's someone that's like, I don't think that's the actions of someone who's like actively trying to pressure people into doing things right now. I think that's just something you're making up.
Okay, so to be clear, you think I'm making up the fact you're pressuring someone when you sent a message to encourage someone to do something bad? I'm sorry? How am I
pressuring me? You're talking about me pressuring them into doing
unintuitive things that like understand.
Right? I asked one thing and then I took it back 10 seconds later because I realized it was stupid.
Haram. Oh my God! Listen, Haram. That's not the Haram. The point that you took it back.
Actively pressuring someone over multiple days to do shit for me.
Haram. The fact you took it back doesn't mean anything because Haram. The point I'm trying to draw from this is that you do have it in your head to be manipulative.
Yeah,
at
times. That's kind of a leap in
on.
logic. You were manipulative once. Therefore, you're like actively trying to manipulate people throughout the entire like relationship dynamic, whatever it is. I mean, that's just stupid. That's
You're
like clearly.
I didn't say this is a one time. I believe you're.
They'll say that I didn't pressure anyone.
Yeah,
Why don't you just ask for an anecdote? That would be quicker.
Yeah, okay. I think you're retarded. I'm not saying that in this screenshot alone you're pressuring this person or you're being emotionally manipulative. I've said, oh my fucking.
That isn't what I just said either.
Yeah, okay, but Haram, you oh my fucking God, what you just said in this one screenshot because he's being manipulative. He is manipulative like across all time. Haram, I'm not using this screenshot solely. There are several other screenshots that indicate the same thing to me, and we can go over them shortly.
There's no other screenshot which indicates that. The
Yeah,
one time
I know you believe that. Yes,
was in one interaction.
are you
in one
fucking
moment.
stupid? I know you believe that. I know you believe that this is the only interaction. I'm saying I disagree with this. That's why I can go further.
Okay,
into
so
the
show a screenshot where you think I did that.
Haram we're going to go over it in the screenshots. Just go
Okay,
to
so
the next.
just go to it now.
Is this nigga retarded?
Just go to it now. It takes 2 seconds.
Oh, Haram, we're going to. You realize we're going to cross it either way, right?
Yeah, so why don't we just do it now?
All within the same Google Doc. We could just go screenshot by screenshot. It's not that hard.
Either which screenshot do you think supports the thing?
Is this nigga retarded? Haram. Sure, bro.
Are you lost or something? I mean, you literally just said, right, there's multiple screenshots which support that I was doing this thing probably. Yet you just call me hard and spaz out every time I ask you to go grab a screenshot.
Haram, I'm asking you to just go to the next screenshot because regardless of if I send this right now or 5 seconds before, 5 minutes after this, we're going to cross the same screenshot.
Third screenshot is literally the same conversation as the second screenshot. There's DM proof screenshots for that.
Okay, sure. So just to be clear, you said hold
it's
on.
the same conversation.
Wait, hold on. Just to be clear, you said you were DMing Marcy to stay with him because you wanted Lex to be happy, right?
Yeah, and in the third screenshot, what I'm saying is there's no manipulation. All that's there is me just saying that I was in love with Lex. That's all that is said. Okay?
Yeah, sure. I think that's part of it too. But look in the evidence chat real quick.
Sure, let's see the evidence chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Haram.
Hold on. So 1 second. This guy named fucking Yanni wanted to represent me or something. So maybe we'll get him up here. I don't know. Rizan also wants to represent me. Either or. I don't really care.
You should be able to defend yourself. But yeah, in the screenshots I just sent, whatever the fuck, right?
Let's see.
You going weirdly in depth. I'm literally speaking. I'm just gonna use you. Fuck. Yeah, in the screenshots below, you're just going really in depth with this 15-year-old about your parasocial relationship with Lex, right? If your entire goal is to get to get Marcy to stay with Lex because it'll make her happy because of how you feel, I don't understand how you just going overly in depth with this child is not indication of you being manipulative in some way.
What do you mean more in depth? You're looking at one instance
do you know what in depth means?
I really recognized that I was doing fuck shit. And then I talked about it and said I was doing fuck shit. With Lex, an hour after that conversation. I'm not some manipulative person.
Are you
You're drawing that off
retarded,
of
nigga?
nothing.
Haram, I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat yourself?
Okay. So, right, we're looking at this thing where I literally recognize that I do it. I literally tell the person that you think I'm supposedly manipulating that I was doing fuck shit, and then I'm probably gonna hate myself for saying the shit that I just said to her, right? And then after that, I talked to Lex and I said I was doing fuck shit. I'm not some manipulative person.
Haram, no, Haram. Your guilt does not purify you, nigga. You understand that, right?
Cool, but
okay,
cool. If you do feel guilt, that's a little bit of
no. If you understand that your guilt does not fucking purify you, you can admit to doing fuck shit whilst doing said fuck shit. You understand that, right?
Fuck shit once, and then I admitted that it was fuck shit, and that's more evidence
to do it.
Why are you in the favor of me not doing fuck shit?
Fucking 15-year-old.
Sorry, what?
Pardon?
What? What did you just say? You were over talking her?
Yeah, I said you can admit to doing said fuck shit, feel bad about it. I doubt you do, but you could feel bad about it and then continue to do said fuck shit. So
you think I just made DMs for no reason? I was just lying the whole way through. Okay, bro, for sure.
Is that no one in the audience drew the conclusion that I'm saying you're lying? Haram, I'm not saying you're lying.
Literally, the screenshots that you have say that I literally have me saying that I feel bad and I feel like a piece of shit for saying that type of stuff.
Nigga,
what are you talking about?
What are you saying? What I'm saying, Haram, is yes, you can feel bad. I'll grant that you feel bad about.
Cool, and if you feel bad, that's more reason as to why you wouldn't do that shit continuously.
No, Haram.
No, you disagree with that?
Yes, I disagree with that. What the fuck?
Why? Wait. Why? What the fuck? If you think something is bad, you think that isn't more of a reason as to why you wouldn't do it?
I think
you know people people who are abusers in domestic homes feel bad after they beat their wife, but still do it the next day, right? Like,
Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this nigga talking about? Like,
Cool. You can still do it. I'm just saying it's more of a reason as to why you wouldn't do it continuously.
Jeffrey Dahmer said
And
several
also,
times.
I asked you this 4 times already. Why don't you just ask for an anecdote? They
Is
will
this nigga
literally
retarded?
bro, say that
Jeffrey Dahmer said on tape, I felt bad after I killed some of the niggas, and then he continued to still kill people. Like, your guilt does not mean that you're
talking about someone who literally has like some severe mental disorder which compulses them towards killing people, and they have no control over themselves, to some random person being attracted to people online. Like, what?
No, Haram, you're missing.
Hold on. Wait, if you're attracted to people, the people is a 15-year-old child and someone that's 16, and you're an adult in college. They're not.
Well,
just
no, it was
people,
only the
they're
16,
kids.
only the 16-year-old, not the 15-year-old.
It doesn't matter. Dude, the point is that you're involving yourself in a relationship that involves children, and you're an adult.
Those are teenagers. Those aren't children. That's not a massive age gap. That's a 2-year age gap. That's common. Seniors in high school literally date sophomores all the time. It's not a bad thing.
Haram. A 15-year-old is a child. That is a child.
16-year-old.
It doesn't matter. They are.
That, but I don't think you can point to literally anything as to why that would be immoral. There's no psychological studies. There's literally like no science supporting that being an issue. There's no massive maturity gap either.
I'm not even gonna respond. I'm just gonna let that sit in the air for everyone.
Okay.
Cool. You're gonna let that sit in the air after I literally just explained to you your point doesn't make any sense and you have no backing for
Haram,
it.
you gotta be the dumbest nigga I've ever met in my entire life. Holy fuck.
Cool.
Okay.
You think I'm dumb? I'm literally defending myself here and now. That's fine.
You're not defending yourself. You're making yourself look like a fucking idiot in front of 75 people. That's what you're doing, Haram. But,
so you said that was an issue. You repeated that you think it's an issue. You didn't explain why you think it's an issue, and now suddenly I'm making myself look like an idiot. Since when? What are you talking about?
Are you actually listening to the words that come out of my mouth? Haram, can you repeat to me what you think I said?
Bro, can you repeat to me what you think I said?
You think people are giving
I said, motherfucker. You think people recall what other people say 100% one-to-one in conversations?
Listen, no. Repeat to me what you think I said.
Which part? When?
Oh my fucking god! The entire statement regarding
you want me to repeat this entire conversation back to you?
The entire statement regarding you trauma dumping the 15-year-old. The entire statement regarding you trauma dumping the 15-year-old. I want you to repeat what I said about that. What do you think I'm bringing up those fucking screenshots for? What do you think I'm doing?
Because you're trying to put this accusation on me. You're trying to, I guess, I don't know, prove that these accusations have some validity or some shit.
Okay, what I'm doing is furthering the notion that you're being manipulative. You bring up this guilt that you have that you hold on, pardon.
Okay, again, why don't you just talk to people?
No. Shut up, bitch. I'm not done speaking. You're bringing up this guilt that you may or may not have, but let's grant that you do have this thing. The fact that you feel guilty about this thing does not mean you're going to stop this action, because it's clear, it's evident to me. It's even evident in the first fucking screenshots. If you're going through Seb to get to Lex, if you're making someone else stay in a relationship to stay in contact with another minor whilst trauma dumping that person, nigga, the fact that you called it stupid, before the fact and continue to do it after the fact, completely just furthers my fucking, just completely furthers my position here. Haram, if you continue to do the shit, then you're still guilty of the shit. I don't understand what you're not getting here. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, so I don't know why we're fucking moderating, muting people unevenly here. Just chill on that shit.
Because you're a pedophile.
That's the first thing. The second thing is, Manji, literally, you're not following. I say that I don't want to do this. I go do it, and then 10 seconds later, I say, that was stupid. Forget what I said. Don't do it. What?
Okay, repeat what you said. You just said, I don't want to do this.
Now, it is so hypocritical of you to say that.
You just conceded.
It's so hypocritical for you to give a contention of me wanting not to do something, but then still doing it. As really being some justifier for why I wouldn't do that stuff often. But then literally, you're using, feeling bad and then continuously doing it as some sort of justifier for your position. It's a double standard.
Okay, Haram, you just conceded. So you just said that you.
It's not a concession. What are you talking about?
I was about to explain now, Haram. Haram, if my entire point is you felt bad before the fact and then continue to do it, and then you just said the sequence of events for you.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on. You just said the sequence of events for you was saying you don't want to do this thing, then doing this thing, and then taking it back. Haram, you just admitted that you thought about it before you did it, and then continued to do it.
Bro,
What are we
a
doing?
concession there would be me disagreeing with you on something and then agreeing with you after. There is
Yeah.
nothing that we disagreed upon prior, which I now agree with you on now.
Haram.
That never happened. You can't point to anything to where that happened. And beyond that, right, you have these two people in VC that can give anecdotes, right? Did I ever do this thing? Why don't you just ask that question instead of repeating yourself 24/7?
Sure. Marcy, Lex, either one of you don't want to mic up. Did he continue to do this thing?
What was the concession here? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Did he continue to, you call it, harass you after he said he felt bad about it?
Bro, that's not what I just asked you to ask her. Are you
That's
stupid?
what's in contention. That's what's been asked. That's what's been asking the entire time. Has he been?
Oh my
harassed?
God, you're so lost right now. Ask her if I was being manipulative to her constantly, or if that was just a one time.
Yeah, okay, sure. Marcy, after the fact of him, like, trying to manipulate you the first time, did he after the fact continue to attempt to manipulate you, or did you feel that way?
Bro, ask the question correctly. What the fuck?
I asked, did he or did you feel that manner? Did you feel that way? Like, what the fuck? How should I ask the question, Ron?
You want me to ask the question? Because you can't do it right. You're
I
fucking
literally
stupid.
just said, how should I ask the question? Go ahead.
Sorry, what?
I literally just said, how should I ask the question?
Okay, so I want you to ask the question like this. Say a word for word. When talking to Haram, did he continuously manipulate you, or was that a one-time thing?
Okay, Marcy, do you believe that to be the case?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay, he said yeah, but he said
Can I ask fucking Lex in the meantime?
pardon?
Okay, you can ask Lex in the meantime since Marcy's doing some shit right now, I guess.
I mean, I asked Lex already, but she didn't unmute, so.
I mean, Lex, can you unmute?
I like how this guy
Wait.
said one time like that makes it any better, but okay.
Wait, Haram, I got a question because I got told about this earlier.
Yeah.
Because people were telling me saying that you've basically just been lying that you're 18 for the past like 2 years, and one of them started in Skypea. Whenever you got outed out as like making some weird jokes or some shit like that, and then you tried to excuse it by saying you're 18, but that was like over a year ago or some shit like that, and then I'm getting told that you just turned 18 recently. So it's like there's two different occasions where you turned 18 for your birthday.
If you want, I can just give you my birthday to show you some shit. I could probably go for my camera roll and literally just grab something for my birthday, show you the date and everything. So the Skypea thing, I haven't even been in comm for 2 years. I've been in comm for about 1 year
ago.
now.
Okay, I got corrected. Someone said it was more than a year ago. So I either or. I'm just saying that I got told that there's two different points in time when you turned 18. So I'm just trying to clear that up.
Okay, so people are bringing that up. That's some weird thing. So Chrome, in Skype, I made a bunch of like pedo jokes and shit like that. So it wouldn't really make sense for me to say, "Oh, I'm 18." That's a justifier for those jokes, right? Because that doesn't make sense. That just makes you look worse. But I will say this: in Skype, all the time I would lie and say some shit like I'm 25, which was a clear lie and shit like that. But regardless, I can show you my birth date. I'm 18. Doesn't really matter. And to no biggie. Do you want me to do that? Is that why you went silent or what?
Sorry, I'm someone was messaging me. I did not hear anything you fucking said, but yeah, I mean, if there's a way that you could just like verify, I mean, you can just like, I don't know if you just, well, I would have to refriend you, but like if you don't want to put it in the ROM trial, you could just send it to me and I can just verify it. Just to like clear the smoke of all people that are saying that like you're lying about your age.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Do I have a fucking thing? Let me see if I can find some shit.
Okay. Marcy can't talk at the moment. But he did say this in my DMs.
Okay. I don't know if I have any pictures, so I might just scroll through my family group chat.
You can
I
just
think
look
I
in
have
the
my.
you can just look in
Hold
the
on.
chat. He did say that this did continue afterwards.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I have a picture of my high school senior ID, right? And that's from last year. So that's one thing I can grab. That doesn't give you a specific age, though. So I'll keep looking for the specific age shit.
Are you still looking for your birth records?
Hold on, no, I'm just fucking editing out my school name on my fucking ID. That's why.
Niggas acting like they don't know it already. Like,
Around 2006. I was kidding.
Oh yeah, I asked this earlier. Can we get Risson up? Asked earlier.
Marcy, the nigga wanted you to send your screenshots, by the way, if you could.
Yeah, so you can see on that, it says grade 12, 2023, 2024. So yeah, that's that thing. If you want to accept that, that can be enough. If you need more, I can grab more. Someone ask me for something or no?
Oh no, I was just trying to get clear up on the age thing. That's the only reason why I asked.
Okay. I sent my high school ID from last school year. So has me in grade 12. So I think that's
Also,
probably
Mark, I never
covered.
gave any anecdote. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, while Marcy's getting those screenshots of when he said the manipulation felt like it continued, we could just move on to the next screenshots. Is that cool?
Wait, hold on. Repeat what you just said. Sorry.
Yes. While Marcy is getting the other screenshots where he said he felt like the manipulation was continuing, would you like to move on to the other screenshots?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Pretty cool. This.
Hold on. Can we put this on up here though? Like actually.
I don't care.
No, he's not allowed. And actually, Spaz Kage, can you ban Rizhan real quick?
I'm gonna go for the next thing. Okay. So while I'm going through the shits, I do want to say though, I just want everyone to like stop having like my family's information spread and all that stuff. Like I literally got a message from my dad in our family group chat today because someone like cashed apped him $1 and said I was a pedophile. So stop doing that.
But I think Haram has a right point here. Right? And
You're
if you
right.
have any if you have any personal bonds to pick with Haram, pick them with Haram. Don't pick them with his family because he just lose them all. Right? You don't have any reason to go after his family.
Did anyone hear a word he said?
Yes, I heard every word. So I'll get back to actually accusing Haram.
Okay, good. Yeah. Here's just more of you being parasocial.
So we're on the third or the fourth, right?
Yeah, it's just more of you being oddly parasocial. What I'm more interested right now though is the fifth one. Hold on. Yeah, can you explain to me like why you're so like weirdly intimate with Marcy on the fifth screenshot?
So this is the weird thing. Like, I do have to like clarify this. I don't know why people think because I called Marcy girl that I'm trying to be intimate with Marcy. That's literally not what happened. We had a whole all girls group chat and shit where I called everyone girl and stuff like that because I'm a trans woman. Okay. And I'm gay. That's why I say that shit, bro. It's not because I'm actually flirting with Marcy and trying to get in her pants because that's weird as fuck. No, of course not. And that wouldn't make any sense given the context. Because if I'm, in love with Lex in these screenshots and I'm talking about that, why would I then flirt with Marcy and try to get with Marcy in the middle of that? That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, so weirdly intimate doesn't mean you're trying to get with Marcy. That's not what I said at all. What do you think weirdly intimate means again? Just to be clear.
I thought that's what you were talking about because other people brought that up too. But if you think I'm being weirdly intimate, it's literally because they were
being overly close with.
Because they hold on, shut the fuck up. They were literally trolling me in DMs. They fabricated this whole story about how Lex is an abusive partner and how Marcy was like crying because after like Lex got mad at me, she took it out on Marcy or something. So they were trolling me. So I was just trying to console her and comfort her and shit like that because I felt bad.
And that's your place to do it. Why?
Yeah, that's my place to do with why. Yeah, that's why, I said that stuff.
No,
I don't think it's weird. I think it made sense given the context.
No, Haram. I was asking like why you feel like you have the authority to do that in the first place. Like, especially given the fact that you've already, admitted yourself that you think you're mentally unstable. Whatever the fuck. I find it odd to think you could just
Objection, not relevant question. Move on to the next question.
Okay. Regardless of what
if you yourself are unstable, why do you feel like you have the authority to get something like that?
Just because I'm unstable doesn't mean I don't have control over my actions whatsoever. Like, I can still console people. I can still comfort people.
Wait, I couldn't hear you, bro. This is like a Riz House mic is terrible. What did you say?
Okay, so what I was saying there was, even if I'm mentally unstable to an extent, it doesn't mean anything. I'm not mentally unstable in extents where I just don't have control over my actions whatsoever, and I shouldn't talk to anyone. No, I can still console people. I can still comfort people, right? It's just that when it comes to other things, like, I don't know, relationships and shit like that, I'm probably not in the right mental state to, like, have a relationship with someone.
What? Okay, sure. So if you admit that you're just like not in the right mental state to give advice or to console someone or something, then why did you do this?
I wasn't in the right mental state to, be in a love relationship with someone. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so wait,
a non-platonic relationship, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, sure. Haram. If you're not mentally well enough to be in a relationship, I find it odd that you feel like you're, in a well enough state to give advice or to console someone that's already. Haram, can you please start making
right? You can advise and console somebody.
Haram, we literally can't hear you. Your mic is terrible. Can you just please? Thank you. Yeah. If you don't feel like you're mentally stable enough to, be in a relationship with someone, I find it odd that you feel like you're mentally stable enough to give someone advice or to console them about the relationship. And I think what Marcy said in chat next, excuse me, I think what Marcy just said in chat kind of furthers that. I don't a 16-year-old having the mental faculties of a 24-year-old. You claim that to be fucking grooming? I'm sorry. That doesn't sound like sound advice someone could give if they were trying to console somebody.
Yo, Manji.
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I was just looking away for a second. So what does the Marcy screenshot have to do with anything?
Yeah, can you let it go up?
I didn't hear what you said, bro.
Can you let free the goat up?
Sure, I don't care.
Life really goes.
Yeah, I just explained the Marcy screenshot is you giving like I think it's pretty dangerous information or like pretty dangerous false information.
Wait, how's that false information? What the fuck? You're just gonna
Yeah,
accuse me of that with no evidence? What are you talking about? In Skypea, I was talking to Yugi a while ago, and she said that because she was locked in a room for 9 months and she basically could rarely go outside, she was put under an immense amount of stress. So because of that, she matured quicker than she should have. So she had the mental maturity of a 24-year-old person. Now, we talked about it like yesterday, and she gave more context for that. She was just talking about her cognitive faculties, not the actual shit, which would have been relevant there. So I went out and I spoke to Marcy because I was genuinely concerned because the day prior, right, Marcy is telling me that she's in an abusive relationship with Lex, and like she's worse than all her other exes she's had so far. So I feel bad at that point. I want to console her, comfort her, and make sure she's okay. And because I already know about that other thing, it's like, okay, I should probably, think about this. I mean, if she's already being abusive and stuff, I might as well just like also question the fucking, mental maturity gap because there could be some grooming going on here or something. Now, I wasn't saying that she was grooming, right? But Yugi had me blocked at this time, right? So I just DM Marcy, made sure, Marcy talked to Yugi about it. I questioned it a little. I felt like it warranted a conversation, so we spoke so I spoke with her about it. So I don't really think that screenshot really means anything, right? All again, if you talked about the manipulation stuff earlier, I mean, cool. You think I'm a manipulator based off of like literally one instance, no evidence beyond that. Marcy still hasn't gotten the screenshots. And it's weird for a manipulator to dead ass reach out to someone and make sure that they're like okay and not getting like abused and shit. If I was trying to manipulate them, I'd probably do something else.
Going out of like that's part of the manipulation, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, I don't know any manipulator that keeps distance from the person they're trying to manipulate. And Haram, I don't think you're. Let's just grant you did have good intentions. I don't think you're at fault for. Excuse me. What are you thinking? Excuse me. I don't think you're at fault for like wanting to be there for someone that you believed was being like abused or something. That's fine. I think most people with a good conscience would probably try and be there. What I'm saying, Haram, though, is to give some information like this. Oh, a 6-year-old, the mental faculties of a 24-year-old is grooming you is kind of weird because, excuse me. For example, did you say something? Haram, did you say something? Nigga,
I didn't say.
Okay, cool. Thought I heard something. Yeah. I think it's like even if you did have good intentions or whatever the fuck, I think it's fine. I think it's kind of odd to just give out some information like this. A 16-year-old with the mental faculties of a 24-year-old. Like, do you have the message in specific?
No, I don't have the message. She said it to me in a VC.
Okay, cool. So let's just say that she did have the mental faculties of a 24-year-old. That doesn't mean that much to the point, Haram, because of the point. Excuse me. Do you just think that means that? Oh, fucking, what's his name? What's the nigga's name? That Lex is just like equal to that of a 24-year-old. Is that what you think that means?
No, I thought that it was like equal in the relevant extent to where like that might have been like a problem. Question that because for all I know, right, Marcy has the mental maturity of a 23-year-old. I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to see what was going on with that.
The point isn't whether like what mental faculties you think Marcy had. The point is if you don't know the full context of the statement that Lex made of like Lex having like call it the mental faculties of a 24-year-old, I'm saying it's dangerous to give out some info and claim that to be grooming it in any context. Because if it's just like based off like fucking what do you call it, general IQ, like some fucking IQ test that you could do online or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know like what she did to get that like result or whatever the fuck. But if she's just doing some like online test or some IQ test, then yeah, I think. What do you say?
I can provide context.
I am reincarnated.
Someone keeps playing Kendrick Lamar. Can you say it again?
I said I can provide context.
Yeah, could you do that, please?
Yeah, sure. So basically, whenever I was younger, after I went through like a lot of trauma, because I was locked in a room practically for 9 months, I got my brain scanned afterward, and it turned out because of the trauma, my brain like developed faster than it should have. That didn't make me more mature than I should be. That just made my brain, older than it should be, quote unquote. This happens to people who go through trauma all the time. That doesn't mean I'm fucking 24.
Yeah, literally. That's like that's what I was saying. Like, it's dangerous to give out some information like that. Like, if you don't have the full context, because that can either sure, that can apply to like literally having the mind of a 24-year-old, which it would in most cases never fucking equal, because it also equals like the literal brain development or how well you can do on the test, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right. So you dealing out that information is. I won't claim it's manipulation since you claim you're not, right. I'll be what do you call it, charitable to you here. It's just you being fucking retarded and giving out false information or information that you can't justify. So.
Well, no, I wasn't trying to justify it here. I was just asking about because I wanted to make sure things were okay. But I mean, yeah, I mean,
Oh my god.
I guess I wasn't educated on the thing.
There's a
And,
difference
I
between
asked him
asking if someone's okay and then giving them information you know nothing about.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have looked more into it. It's just like on a baseline level, someone says that they have the mental maturity of a 24-year-old person. And I guess without context, it kind of makes sense to think off of that you're more mature than like a 16-year-old should be by like, 8 years. So because of that, it's like, okay, I just went
No,
under that.
it just sounds like
That's
you
not
don't
even
know
what
how
I
the
said.
brain works. It just sounds like he doesn't know
That's
how
not
the
even
brain
what I
works.
said, Haram, by the way.
I mean, regardless on if it's what you said or not, that's just what I remember. If my memory shit, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Also, someone did bring up a good point in chat that the implication of you like saying that fucking what you call it, Lex is old or like trying to imply that Lex is old or whatever the fuck, right? Is some indication of you trying to get in between like a relationship. And given your prior context with Lex, it does seem odd to me. Do you have anything to say about that or no?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like Lex and Marcy talked to me about this. They probably both thought I was trying to do this. I wasn't. I mean, I guess also for the sake of this like little trial here, we can just do this. I mean, since I believe in God, I swear to God to speak the truth and only the truth. So therefore, you have more reason to like trust me than you would before. So like, given that, no, I was never trying to get in between them, right? That wouldn't really make sense, given that I literally told Marcy to stay with her, even though Marcy was telling me that she was in an abusive relationship. Doesn't really make sense. So given that, that's my defense for that.
Mm-hmm, sure. Also, standalone, you might have some credence there, but given all the evidence, I don't know if like how many people in the audience are actually convinced by that. But we can move on to the next screenshot. We bled that dry. Actually, no. We only knew we need to move on to the next screenshot. I want to ask you a question about just like individual screenshots I didn't have in the doc. Do you know who Seb is?
Said who? Said what?
Seb Star Requiem.
Sorry, what?
Seb Star Requiem. Do you know who that is?
Yugi's ex?
Yeah, okay. So I don't have evidence for this, by the way. I just want to ask you about this. When he's claiming that you went through Seb to get to another person, do you have an explanation for this? Because I doubt Seb has a reason to lie here.
Yeah, when I thought I was still dating Yugi, I asked Seb for advice because I was like super self-conscious and worried about the relationship, didn't want to mess up. So I asked him for like advice and shit, how to improve like certain things.
The relationship with the 16-year-old. Okay. Cool.
Which we already talked about, and you haven't really given any reason as to why that would be a problem.
I'm sorry? What?
Yeah, we talked about the 16-year-old thing. You gave no justification for why 16, 18 is a problem. And then you
did.
just
I don't know if you just weren't listening. Pretty much anyone is.
All you guys did
I'm
was
pretty sure
repeat
everyone
yourself.
like that's like cared to listen can attest in chat that I've given multiple reasons why 18 and 16.
Yeah, so sure. Have literally anyone, ping me and give the justification that you gave, because you didn't give any justification there. You didn't.
Yeah, should you just want me to repeat it, or do you want someone in chat to say it? Because
sure, you can repeat it. Sure,
yeah,
you can repeat it. You didn't say it the first time, but you can say it the second time.
I said it both times. Sure. Haram, the reason I gave for 18 and 16, yo, free, can you mute your mic? It's kind of like
my bad. I got you.
Okay, cool. The reason I said that 18 and 16 is weird, I'm saying it's like, well, for one, you're going on what? for one, you're going on 19. I think that's like you're closer to 19 than you are 18. Talking to a 16-year-old. That's
Oh, I turned 18 in November. That's not true.
you turned 18 in November. The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So you already brought in the question like you're lying about your age and shit. So, cool.
Yeah, I specifically said I was 25 as a joke back in Skype a year ago. That's
okay. So wait. So you say you were 21. Sorry, 25 in Skype as a joke one time, and then you told Dre another time that you were 18 like close to a year back.
I don't think I said that, but if I did, that was also probably part of a joke.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
it was
Haram,
like
but
some given context
the
where they
problem
only
with
wanted
telling
the
so many
adults in the
jokes about
VC, so
your
I just said I was 18.
yeah, Haram, the problem with telling so many jokes about your age and then never giving clarification afterwards is that someone's going to end up believing it.
Yeah,
Like
but I already
that's
sent my ID, and if you want again, I can send you other
Haram.
proof of my.
You providing that right
I'm not
now
gonna worry
isn't the
about
problem, Haram. You're providing that right now isn't the problem. I'm talking about like any instance where you may have lied or joked about your age prior to this. That's the problem, right? Because someone's going to actually believe that you're what do you call it? You're fucking 25,
Yeah,
or
sure.
you're
I guess that
going
was a
on
problem
19.
that came back to bite me. Next.
Sorry, the last part you said.
Yeah, I guess that was a problem that came back to bite me next.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. As long as you're admitting guilt, that's all I really care about. Yeah. The reason I gave 18 and 16 being wrong. Did you really not remember? It's like I was talking about the difference between like external influences. Shit. Sorry, I have a stutter. External and internal.
Okay, so that was a point about pressure. That was not a point about age disparity.
No. I literally addressed the audience as for anyone who thinks there isn't a problem with like a 2-year age gap between 18 and 16. That's literally what I said.
Yeah, Manji was whenever Manji sent that, he responded to someone that was in chat and clarified that mix up. For in case if, like these things are excused and this additional thing you would have to consider between like the 18-16 thing from Manji's perspective.
Yeah, I literally gave my response to that already. If Chrome recollects it and he's like been here the whole time, then I don't really feel the need to give it again. If you just weren't listening because you know you're guilty, then that's fine.
So you're gonna put me on trial. You're gonna give justification for something, right? You're not gonna let me respond to it, and then you're just gonna act like I was guilty there. Cool.
I mean, Haram. But the problem is I've given it several times. Like I don't feel like going back over. Like shit. I've already said. I don't feel like going back over.
Hold on. You went from saying it once to now several times. 3+. Okay.
I said it.
So now you don't even remember what you said or how many times
what
you've
the
said
fuck? You can never prove. Wait. Where are you getting that? I don't remember what I said.
You
I
just said a few seconds ago that you said it several times earlier in this conversation,
I've said
right?
it several times, yes.
Yeah, I said that you can say it the second time since you didn't say it the first time, right? Then you said that you had said it both times, right?
I'm not interested in arguing over when I said it. I'm not interested over arguing when I said it. That's so fucking trivial. The point is that I have said it multiple times.
Why don't we just talk about
and you failed to respond to it each time. Fuck.
Just say it now. Just say it now. I mean, you're gonna act like you've said it multiple times. You haven't, right? So just say it once.
You're so fucking fast. Okay. Yeah, I said the difference between like an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old. I'm saying that there's other factors that play into it. For example, and I'm glad Lex told that story, by the way. Let's say for example, like there's some 16-year-old or just someone who's under the age of 18 or whatever the fuck, underage consent. I'm pretty sure most people, like I feel like we could just build a common sense here. Most people could probably say that when they were a teenager or whatever the fuck, they felt some level of like wanting to like be older or fucking do shit that only exclusively adults could do. I'm saying external influence plays into a lot of that. And when you like over the age of 18 or turning 18, you feel like you have a new level of what do you call it? Freedom or abilities and shit you can do, right? That you couldn't do when you were a minor. I'm just saying that there's like several factors besides like pubescent levels that actually play into determining like the age gap between someone being weird or not, right? And I'm glad Lex told her little story because like she can attest, like affirm or deny this or whatever the fuck. If she was just shut in for however many months she said, I do bet there was some form of yearning to do something more, like it's like only an adult could do. And like I said, she can affirm or deny that. That's just like me speculating with.
Okay. So what you just did there was you gave a very fucking vague explanation for why it's immoral. right? All you said, right, was when we were 16, we wanted to be older, we wanted more knowledge, we thought we were better than we actually were. And then when we were 18, we could do things that we couldn't do before. No shit. That doesn't actually explain why it's immoral. What about those things that you could do now that you couldn't do prior, which now makes the age disparity immoral? You can't give me a reason for that because you don't know what you're talking about. And the second thing is the legal age of consent in my state is literally 16. That means, right, that people thought it was morally permissible enough to pass that shit, right? So that's not just my state, that's multiple states in the US.
Can you repeat the
So you
second
might
thing you
think
said?
that it's immoral because of how you were raised, your culture, the people around you giving their opinions, but you can't actually point to any psychological, any scientific problem in the brain for why, that maturity gap is an issue.
Okay, so for one, that last response you gave is literally just going under the pretext I'm saying that it's just a pubescent problem. That's not what I said. Secondly, can you repeat the second part of the statement you made? I didn't hear that much.
Which part didn't you hear? I talked about.
Just repeat the statement.
So I talked about firstly how you made very vague claims. You didn't really give any specific justification for why that'd be immoral. Then the second thing I talked about was how literally in my state it's illegal, and in multiple states in the U.S. it's legal. That means people passed that. They thought that it was morally permissible. So you might think that it's immoral via how you were raised, your culture, the people around you, but that doesn't mean it's actually immoral. Because you can't point to any scientific thing, right, which would allude to why it's immoral. You can't, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, cool. For the how I didn't explain this immoral, I did. Maybe you just didn't hear me. I explained this immoral because if there's just this like different level of one, like age maturity, and two, external influences that may may or may not inflict someone's decision to date this person or make some decision that shouldn't be made until you like further developed, that can easily play part in who you date or who you talk to, such as Lex and you, such as Marcy and you, anything like that, right? Secondly, I don't remember saying that 18 and 16 is inherently a problem. Mind you, I don't agree. I wouldn't do it either way. I think it's weird either way, but I do think it varies. Yeah, like for example, let's just say like an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old had the same level of maturity. Like let's just grant that thing exists. I'm not saying like that. I'm not going to call that 18-year-old person a pedophile. That's fucking strange. What I will do is there's a clear disparity between the 16-year-old and the 18-year-old in the level of maturity, then yeah, I would think that's fucking weird. Thirdly, for the thing about your state, yeah, I just stress it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care about the 18 or 16 thing specifically. More so the contents of this specific relationship.
So what specific context in this relationship is bad, I guess, under your view? What exactly is the issue here? Because if you think it's a part of the manipulation thing, we address the manipulation thing. If you think it's something else, we can talk about that. What's the issue?
Yeah, I feel like I said it already. The issue is, excuse me, the issue is like Lex does have specific context in this scenario that would lead someone to believe that, yeah, if this, older person that's in fucking college were to date this person, that might be weird, right? The fact that Lex was fucking trapped for 9 months, he said. I think it's I think that's kind of odd. Yeah, okay, thank you. I think that's fucking odd.
Okay, so you think it's weird and literally just tied back into the whole like age disparity thing? So I think we can
that's literally not what I meant. Are you retarded? I just said depending on the context of this very situation, I think this thing
depending on the context. Why can't you actually name anything within the context, which makes it bad? You can't.
Pardon?
Yeah, so I'm asking you, why can't you actually name anything within the specific context, which is bad?
I feel like you're just ignoring what I'm saying on purpose. So, Haram, I'm saying that...
Can anyone else speak English for this guy? Because he can't speak English. He can't actually articulate his thoughts into some fucking thing which would make sense.
No one agrees with you. Yeah, so Haram, I don't know if you just not listening or you're shocked or whatever the fuck.
Can anyone vouch for this guy? That he has actually given any specific reason rather than some general reason and saying depending on the context this may be immoral?
Can I say something real quick to Haram? Margie?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Go ahead, nigga. Go ahead, Free.
Go ahead,
because Marcy
Wait,
Let me just speak. By the way,
wait. Hold on, Free. Can you turn your voice mod off?
oh, voice mod. I got you. Is it better now?
No, your voice is deepened.
Oh, you mean my voice changer? I got you.
Yeah, like the actual changer. Like just sound normal.
Clear effect. Is it better now? Test
Yeah.
test.
Yeah, you're good.
Wait.
Is it good with this or no?
You're good. You sound fine.
Okay. So by the way, Haram, I wanted to tell you that whatever happens, I will think that you're a pedophile. Just so get that clear out of the way. I don't have any other things particular against you. I think you manipulated my friend. You're almost turning 19 and you manipulated a 15-year-old. That's weird. I don't know much about 18 and 16. Thingy. Here where I come from, the legal age of consent is 14. So I cannot say too much about that. But as far as this thing goes with you, I will always think that you're a pedophile. I will always think that you manipulated my friend. And this is something where you cannot do actually with like a 15-year-old. It doesn't really matter. So, anyways, to get back to the point. I was there when, by the way, all of this happened when it comes to Marcy. As for the screenshots go, that's something Marcy needs to gather. But to defend the cases, it doesn't even matter what you think
Pretty
about
good. Why are
mental
you even
maturity
on
because
stage,
you
by
wouldn't
the way?
say.
You have like no involvement in this, like at all.
I do have, because literally Marcy asked me to do this. Like, chill.
Asked you to show what?
Asked me to talk for Marcy. Marcy told me to talk for her because Marcy is one of my best friends here. Like, now I'm trying to defend my friend here.
Yeah.
Like
so,
you
yeah,
want Rizan, you wanted Rizan, and that was fine. Why can I not come up? Is there like a
No,
problem
you can
there?
come up. It's fine. Oh, listen.
Oh,
Okay.
so that's fine. Okay.
Wait,
so
hold on. Just be quiet for a second. Just a second. I just want to say one little thing here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave in about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna disable my Discord account. Not because of anything related to this. This is literally just because people are messaging my family and shit like that.
Yeah, good,
so
man.
after that, right? Just gonna address the rest of the screenshots, disable my account, and leave. That's all I want to say.
Okay. So, as for this goes, the mental maturity thing is. Alright. Oh yeah, this is the recording. Watch.
I can't even fucking stop screen sharing. What is this? I mean, go ahead with what you were saying. Free.
Okay, so, by the way, just so y'all know, Marcy has vouchers for this, like, literally being unintuitive. She literally went throughout the whole Codex server just to show how this is weird, and how this is manipulative. Like, this is so dumb that we're even having a conversation about this. But, I will just get straight to the point. The problem is, mental maturity is such a dumb point, and I don't know why you bring it. Because, like, you wouldn't say that a 4-year-old or a 6-year-old or even a 7-year-old can be in a relationship with a 13-year-old even, or like a 14-year-old, like outside of the legal part, right? Like, you wouldn't say that. The reason why you wouldn't say that because there's also like a physical maturity. There's like it's unintuitive. There's like other problems
Unintuitive
with
to
it
you,
in
maybe
a
because of
sense.
how you were raised, but it may not be unintuitive to literally the several states which have literally passed that law and made 16.
Wait, so you're
18
saying that
fine.
it's wait.
And for you to
I don't
compare
think any
14 to
state.
13 is
Chill.
fucking
You made a claim.
You
Wait,
have
you
a
made
serious
something.
point?
You made something serious.
No, I'm
it's
saying
not
when
about
you
the
make
way
a
I was
serious point
raised.
here,
It doesn't matter in what
14,
state
13
you
is a
were raised. Wait,
comparison.
can somebody mute him? Can somebody mute him? Thank you.
What
It
do you
doesn't
mean?
matter the way.
I have to leave in a few minutes. I'm gonna talk, and then I'm
No,
gonna
wait,
address the rest of the screenshots.
but I wasn't finished. It's kind of a
So
problem where
regardless,
I wasn't finished.
was an
You made
online
and not only that, but you
right?
made it
Was there
this
a
look
physical
even worse.
involved,
You're saying
right?
that it's
I'm willing to
dependent
wager
upon how.
he's
Wait,
more mentally mature than me.
can somebody
Right,
mute
so I
him?
don't even have to worry
Like, I
about
wasn't done
that. There's
speaking.
no factors,
Yeah, I'm
right?
not gonna
in
I'm
which-
not gonna lie.
in which I have to
I'm
worry
not
about
gonna
that
lie.
shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Free. Like, You're doing a
He
lot
cannot
of
interrupt me, and then he says
no,
something
wait, hold on.
retarded.
No, wait. What I'm saying is, like, I feel like right now, like your involvement, like, I think anyone who's a friend of Marcy or Yugi's obviously gonna want to like defend them, and of course they appreciate that. We appreciate that. Whatever the fuck. But I feel like you're doing a lot of derailing that isn't like getting to the actual thing at hand.
And he's the one doing it because not only that, but what he said, unfortunately, is
Yeah.
that it's dependent on the way in the state you
Uh-huh.
were raised. That a 7-year-old cannot date a 14-year-old. That's dumb as shit.
Yeah,
I just want to talk about
I
that.
agree. It's retarded.
7 years, your age is disparity.
Like
You're so fucking
that's
stupid.
a problem. Like what he's saying is a big fucking problem. I just want to get this.
How
like,
is it a
off.
problem? I literally listed the factors which would be relevant in that, and then I
And
said
the relevant
probably
factors
more
are
mentally
wait.
disturbed.
I listed the relevant factors. The only relevant factor you said was, and this contest used is that mental maturity. And I told you, mental maturity. If you have a 7-year-old who's as mature as a 21-year-old, and he wants to date a 15-year-old, that's like
Okay,
dumb.
can you point
no
out
matter
any
what
physical
age
or
you
mental
live in,
issue,
and no matter
right,
where
between
you're
16 and
raised,
18?
I'm telling
Do
you
that
that
right
that's
now,
something
and
that
then
is
maybe we'll have a point.
unintuitive, and that's something which is weird. No
Okay,
matter where
you're
you're
putting your
raised, I don't know where you
intuition
got
into
this
it,
shit
right?
from, but
I'm
that's
saying that can be a
dumb.
result of your culture or how you were raised, or the people around you giving their thoughts.
It doesn't matter
right?
where you were
now
raised.
Go
That's
through the rest of the
weird.
things, right? Because we have free files.
Were you raised
right?
there?
No,
No,
you
actually.
the 6th one is literally the same Marcy conversation, right?
It
The
doesn't-
7th
wait,
one.
chill,
Let's talk
chill,
about the 7th one. The 7th
Wait,
one
chill.
is literally.
Yo, Chrome,
hold on,
mute him,
hold on. The
please
7th one
mute
is
him, just so I
literally
can finish
you
like one
asking
claim,
another
one
person how to
sentence.
appear more
Because this
attractive
dude
and
cannot stop without
person
freaking
was
out.
Seb.
I think it's like
is literally just the 8th screenshot is literally just me
Somebody
talking.
mute this dude,
to
please
Seb,
mute this dude.
right? And Seb is complaining about how I asked him for advice, and then he found out that this happened, and now he has a
Please,
problem. with me.
please mute him. Please mute him
But
because
let's talk
I'm
about the
not going
next-
to finish
Like,
without.
I would
to
I'm
Marcy
not gonna
again
lie,
saying,
Free, like,
"Oh,
I'm
it's
not-
okay, I'll be here for you." That's everything.
Like,
so now
Free,
I've
I
gone
won't-
through all the screenshots. You haven't proven shit. Now I can leave.
Okay, when he leaves,
No,
I'm just gonna say
I'm not-
something. It doesn't matter.
Dude,
Like,
Free,
like
just say, Free, just say this one last thing, because like this thing is mainly for Manji and shit. Like, I don't like your involvement or anyone else that wants to support can just support from a distance.
He can pretty much go. He can pretty much go off if he wants to, because like we've covered all the screenshots that I really wanted to like press.
Yeah, I just wanna because
Sorry,
not only
got-
that, I think
got
just real quick, I think y'all got all y'all needed. I just think that like as far as it goes, that he admitted that is dependent upon where you were raised. Does like 8-year age gap.
That was part of a
when it
contributing
comes
factor.
to
You didn't
wait,
even
can you stop
fucking crack
talking?
the
Can you
argument.
please stop talking? Holy, how can you not stop talking?
Free, get off the stage.
This is
Nobody wants
dumb.
you here. You literally haven't
Like
contributed
holy.
anything.
Anyways, I mean my friend that you kind of
Yes,
harassed
yes,
and that you
yes,
manipulated
yes, yes,
wants me
yes,
here.
yes,
You weirdo, you pedo. Like I know what you're talking about.
Cool.
But anyways,
we talked
but
about
I'm
that. And
saying,
you repeated that.
yeah,
right?
okay,
And
I'm just
there's
gonna mute him and
out,
I'm gonna speak.
right?
Wait,
And every
do you
single
wanna get
relevant
loud?
fact
Wait, I
is-
can get loud
that
too.
could be an
I
issue.
don't think
Like,
it
there would
matters.
be no issue.
So, anyways, I'm just gonna local mute him because he cannot stop talking. He's an ape and he's a pedo. That's like the worst combination you can have.
Okay, you're repeating yourself. You're
the
fucking
thing that
stupid.
I'm just talking about is this dude said that he think it's dependent upon the culture where you just want that that is dependent upon a culture, whether like 8-year age gap, like when it comes to 7-year-old and
Holy shit, you
15-year-old,
talked about
is dependent on
intuition.
where you were
That is
raised.
literally
That's a
something
dumb
stemming from
claim.
your
That's so
mind.
unintuitive.
Makes
So
you have
as
this
far as that
opinion,
goes,
right?
y'all got what y'all
Only
wanted.
creating a culture
But what
for
I
the
just want to clear up
explanation
is
as to why you might have this
the whole
opinion,
point is
right?
Marcy literally went through
Haram, this is
feces.
irrelevant.
Right? And given those physical and mental parts,
What is
there was no
irrelevant?
issue.
He thinks it's okay to
Bro, we
for a
all
7-year-old
know.
to talk to a 15-year-old.
We all know he has a retarded definition, but like the moral of the story is the nigga is weird. If you think he a pedophile or not, it's up for interpretation. But the nigga is just weird. Haram, you know you weird as fuck. I don't even know why we going over what the
You
fuck
wanna call me
is pedophile.
weird? Sure, I'm not a pedophile.
Okay,
Yeah,
as long
but
as
I
you
just
know
want
you're
to-
weird, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was like,
I think the moral
Go
of
ahead,
the story
boy.
is a different thing. Yeah, I think the moral of the story is a different thing, man. I think that the moral of the story will be something like like this.
Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Brady.
Well,
Keep going and down. Keep going. Hey, W is a chat. Only ass niggas on the say something. Any options? Bad to the big. Who dick right in the chat? That's on the body and God watch. Sometimes I gotta cop out a show and be certified lover boy. Oh. Yeah, I would've. Well, you can't see that. Alright, bro, I got it.
Get your hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs. Thumbs down. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Haram. I'm not saying you a pedophile, but you weird ass nigga though.
I'm too much stuff. Why you tired?
Ain't you tired?
It's probably a minor.
It's probably a minor. No, this is bad.
They not like us.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
Us. They not like us. Think the bait on you did. I think.
Also, nigga.
I don't know why you still tending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches.
Alright, bro. I think this is.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Look, by the way, I will say
I think this was a very good message.
This is my last message. I will say, I think y'all should stop sending like his house because like this Haram, just because Haram's a fucking retard. I don't think y'all like niggas should do weird shit to his house where his family at.
What's up?
I never did that.
I know. I was just clarifying. Like, no.
Yeah, I just had a few questions, man. Look, I guess I just wanted to ask, man. I'm actually not entirely caught up on what's going on. He was trying to have, I guess, relations with a 15-year-old.
He was talking. Okay, the interpretation is he was being emotionally manipulative and arguably sexual to a 15-year-old, and then he flat out did just like the 16-year-old, which is Yuki in question.
I got you. I mean, okay, man.
I mean, the nigga is just a bitch.
He probably. I don't think he's a pedophile. I think it's kind of. I feel like
It's
it's probably
just weirdo behavior.
I feel like it's inadvisable. But just hear me out, bro. Because look, I don't have any sympathy for him. The only reason I'm gonna say this is, man, I feel like if you call him a pedophile in a community known for doxers and swatters, I feel like his family's just gonna get like a fuck ton of